Some of your comments are super supportive and it's making me feel a little comfortable, maybe a little too comfortable. So this is something I don't want to talk about, but I feel like it would be super educational and some of you guys would benefit. Like, I'm sweating while I'm doing this vlog. It has a unique je ne sais quoi. As you guys can see, we are in Paul's truck and he's revving it loudly while we drive. Some of you guys,
completely normal.
Whatever. Some of you guys ask, why do you want to get rid of it so badly? I can't drive it. It's just not ideal. It's a guy truck, man. He has it lifted. It's all about him. It's for him. And you know, you have a wife, whore.
So?
You gotta compliment me too. This truck does not compliment me.
That's why I got the family car. This truck compliments me.
Whatever. We'll see for the future what this truck has for us, because it still drives.
So this truck is my baby. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the truck's big. It's old. Janice does not feel comfortable driving it right now, and it is tall. It's kind of a pain for her to get in. I get that. So the next vehicle that I'm looking at is possibly like either a Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road or TRD Pro, or a Chevy Colorado ZR2 or Canada ZR2.
If you guys have any of these vehicles, let us know. Tell us what you think. Review it. We would love to know your opinion.
Now mind you, I do want to build like a off-roader, overland style truck. I've always loved that. I love going off-roading. I don't go off-roading in this truck because this truck's two-wheel drive, so I don't want to get stuck by myself.
You know what? He's lucky he has a wife like me who's willing to make him happy. But sometimes his happiness is expensive.
It is.
Oh my gosh. So, as you guys saw in yesterday's vlog, we had an appointment with Paul's GI. What happened with that, Paul? What happened with that?
So, insurance, once again. Our insurance this year is an HMO, it's not a PPO.
We have horrible insurance, guys.
Yeah, and it's just for the time being because there was an issue with Florida Blue and getting me back into the PPO. So it's the only plan that we could get for us is the HMO for this year, which is fine. It's better than nothing. But those of you who know HMOs, you need referrals to go anywhere and everywhere.
Someone actually wrote a comment to us saying all we have to do is call the insurance and ask them for the referral. Can we do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Insurance broker, you should know this. We'll figure that out.
I know how to sell insurance. I don't know about the technical stuff of each individual insurance company. That's a different story. I have a referral from my primary care to go see a GI, but the referral's only good for a certain amount of time. So I'm eligible, the referral is there, but the insurance company still needs to approve it. And usually, like, you know, when the primary care sends you, here, you need to go see a cardiologist, the cardiologist, they're going to have an appointment a month from now. So it's more than enough time for the insurance to get, you know, approved, and you don't ever really notice it. But during this time, they're squeezing me in, and they're like, we can't really do it unless the insurance says it's okay. So I actually had to get it pushed back a week, the appointment. But I still have an appointment. Thankfully, I'm happy for it. It's not like, oh yeah, it's either tomorrow or 3 months from now.
I just gotta keep it chill. You know, we have this appointment. What we are gonna do is call once a day and just see if they have a cancellation. And that's something you guys can do. If you guys aren't happy with the appointment, how far away it is, you're gonna ask your office, hey, is there a cancellation list? Can you add me onto it? And then maybe call once or twice a day or 3 times a week, whatever floats your boat.
And depending on when you want to call, you can either do one of two. Call in the afternoon, like right before they close. Like if they close at 5, call at like 3:34.
Yeah.
Or morning time, but you got to give them a little time because people are going to call in at 8, 9 in the morning to cancel. So maybe by like right before lunch, you know, that gives a few people enough time to call, say, hey, I'm going to cancel my appointment or reschedule it, and then the slot opens up. So
helpful tips, guys, to possibly get a sooner appointment. So real quick, guys, you're probably wondering, well, since you don't have your appointment, what are you doing today? Paul, what are we doing?
So our business is we do divorces, immigration, we used to do bankruptcies, And you know, we're paralegals, so we're not attorneys, but
private investigators too.
And private investigators as well. But we always have to see people in the office. People want to have information about a divorce. They come in, they sit down, we talk to them, we give them information how to do it, and we fill out the paperwork. But it has to be in person. Now, mind you, we have been doing everything electronically for the past month and a half, 2 months, since basically since March. And now we have to go a step above because we're losing business, and this is an extended amount of time that we're not really making the amount of money that we need to. We do have a lot of upkeeping costs and stuff like that. So I have been enlisted to build a wall in our office. Now, mind you, I am very handy. I have done construction with my dad in our buildings and stuff like that.
You guys had a construction company.
My dad had a construction company where they built, 4-unit townhouses, apartment buildings, stuff like that. Everything without needing a contractor, so just 4 and below. And then my dad also had a truss manufacturing plant as well. But I learned a lot along the way. So I have built the frame of the wall. I have covered part of it in drywall, and the next step is to do plexiglass. Plexiglass, if you do not know, is actually in rather very short supply right now in the country because everyone is building those like sneeze guards and stuff like that in the buildings and the offices and whatnot. So I actually found one of our local companies here, a local business, which we do try to support.
Small businesses, support them.
Exactly, we're a small business and we love people supporting us, so we always try to support other small businesses as well. And they did have, not plexiglass, it's called Lexan, which is a little bit thicker and it won't break and it's better quality. So they have the sheet there. I had them cut it in half, and then once I bring it to the office, I'm actually going to cut it up and measure to the size, put it in the frame that I already have built, and we'll go from there.
Alright guys, while Paul is going inside and doing what he does best, construction talk, I am going to get real with you guys. Some of your comments are super supportive and it's making me feel a little comfortable, maybe a little too comfortable. So this is something I don't want to talk about, but I feel like it would be super educational and some of you guys would benefit. Like, I'm sweating while I'm doing this vlog. Alright guys, I am going to explain this the best I can and slow. Something I realized about myself is I think faster than I speak, or I don't know, like it sounds right up here but it's not coming out right out here. Many of you guys have asked me about my port, what's going on, why am I not accessed as much. Well, there's a really big reason for it. I did talk about it very lightly in the past. It's because of insurance. Now I'm going to give you a lot more details here guys, so let's prepare. I'm going to be more vocal, more open. So, as you guys know, last year we didn't have insurance. Just our insurance cut us off. Our insurance told us we had insurance up till July and we could like do appeals and we'll be fine. Turns out when we got closer to July, our insurance actually canceled in March of 2019 instead of July 2019. And because of that, imagine all those months have gone by. We think the insurance is paying. We're going still to appointments. We're accepting supplies still. And we're being told insurance has covered it. In reality, that is not true. They didn't cover it. And now I don't have as many medical supplies because of this. Many of you guys may wonder, why has it taken so long for you to talk about it? Guys, I do not get sometimes the best comments. I have felt that I needed to hide certain things or not bring it up because sometimes the comments can be just so catty as heck. So I have gotten comments like, oh, well, the insurance dropped you because you're not truly sick. You don't have any health issues, yada, yada, yada. Guys, that is not true. I have a port because I have health issues. I was nervous to talk about it just because I don't want people to think, oh, you're not truly sick or you don't need it. I do need it. And now as you know, my health journey is getting a little bit longer and I'm seeing certain things, more diagnoses are popping up, I still need to rely on it. And I've had doctors in the past tell me, do not get it out, because I have been adamant. I've gone to my doctors and say, I want it out, let's do it. And I've had doctors tell me, no, we will not be taking it out, you need it. And that's right, I still do need it. So since, you know, insurance cut us off in March, what does that mean? all those appointments, all those supplies we have accepted, now we have to pay fully back. So certain doctors, honestly, I haven't been able to go back because there's a bill racked up. And my home health company did tell me, yeah, you have a bill. And literally they did not tell me until finally the last time they sent me a shipment. They were like, hey, your insurance is inactive, you don't have any more. Since March, you have to pay all that back. And I have called the home health company. I was like, can I do a payment plan? Because I do need supplies. They said no, I have to pay it in full. How much is it? It's like about $2,000, guys. Yeah, and I have to pay that back first before I can get any more supplies. It has hit my head, crossed my mind, hey, why don't I just sign up for another home health company and make my insurance go through them? I don't want to rack up a bill, guys. We're kind of already in debt with all this medical issue, and I just don't want to go to another office or another company and create a new debt when I still have an old one to pay off. It's the responsible thing to do, don't you think? Just money stresses me out, guys. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to add more stress to Paul or to our financial situation. So I just try my best to think smart. Think, what can I do to find this full $2,000 and then also, you know, get my medical supplies. So you may be wondering, what's going on with my supplies? What's going on with my pork here then? I still do my pork, trust me. If you guys don't know, you have to access at least once a month and push heparin in. If not, yeah, you can have a lot of issues. So if that's the case, Janice, do you access just once a month? I literally, because of my supplies dwindling down, depends on the month and depends how I feel. Certain months I will only just do once a month because I gotta be smart about it. And then other times I sadly had to access once a week still, and still pushing medication to help me get over those rough times. And then real quick, guys, side note, some of you guys may wonder, do you need IV medication? There are still certain things about me that have not been explained. My nausea, I do have moments, flare-ups that are so bad I can't keep something down. And when I say flare-ups, I mean they can only last up to 3 days. Praise the Lord. So that's when I definitely am gonna need to access and push some medication in, Zofran, whatever, to help me with the pain and with that debilitating nausea that I can suffer through certain episodes with. It is difficult dealing with all this, and this is where it's going to lead up to something else. I am actually going to have to possibly lessen my load, and this is difficult for me mentally, guys. My family believes there's nothing wrong with me. They believe just pray it away, or in a sense they told me the only reason why I'm feeling so bad or having health issues is because I'm not close to God enough. They tell me these kind of things. So if you get those comments, I get them too. And there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody has their own beliefs. Teach his own. I respect it all. Sadly, I was grown with that mentality. So sometimes Paul has to sit me down and be like, you need to relax. You need to remember your body's not the best. Don't listen to everybody and think that you're fine when you truly aren't. So that's a mental battle within myself. In my mind, in a sense, I still feel like I'm healthy. My body's something else. It can't keep up with my mind, and I have a struggle with that daily. So if you guys have been noticing and watching our journey, you know, we are actually taking steps to have a child. If you guys want to know more about that, I will have a link above to show you that vlog. Now, many of you guys may think, you're starting way too early. I do have health issues. I have gotten a lot of praise from doctors seeing me come in super early, prepared, and they're like, we love this. You're going to be a great patient. Or I have doctors that can be like, no. You have to listen to what we say. You will not be advocating. I get some of that too. Don't worry, guys. You're not alone. So we are trying to take steps to have a child. And with that being said, I have to, you know, start being smart. Such as, got to lessen my cannabis, which I have been doing amazingly. I didn't tell Paul. You know, sometimes I just do things, like set goals for myself without even letting Paul know. And like 2 days ago, he told me, he's like, I'm noticed you stopped taking cannabis a lot less. And I was like, yeah, because, you know, if I'm gonna start transitioning and making this decision, you know, I gotta prep my body. Now, that being said, this is where else this leads up. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, I really don't ask for help. So this is where I ask for help. So because of this path I'm taking on lessing on cannabis, I kind of had to rely a lot more on the hydration, medication stuff. And I've noticed my body is starting not to feel the best. Even Paul's noticed it yesterday, and he sat me down and he's like, I understand you want to do it all. Do it all. In my mind, I don't think I'm doing it all. But he's like, you are pushing your body already to its limit. Such as, I do vlog every day. I do edit. That's kind of my work. And then I do Patreon, and then move on to whatever household chores that needs to be done. That house is spectacular because of me, because I'm always on top of it. And then I clean, take care of the dogs, train the dogs. Like, in a sense, there is a lot on my plate. But in my mind, I don't think there's a lot on my plate. I'm like, this is a normal thing a woman should be doing. And it kills me, guys, that I have to lessen my load. Paul's back, guys. How was it? You got everything? So Paul is back. He doesn't know what I've been talking about, so I'll give him a little sum up. So I'm just telling him about how I need to lessen my load and about my port care information. And I feel like you would describe it a lot better. So, in my mind, I feel like I should be like a real housewife, successful, being able to take care of the kids, make money. And when I look at my life right now, I'm like, I'm sick. In my mind, I barely work. I barely do housework. I barely take care of the dogs. Like, what can I truly lessen off of my load?
So the problem here is that, you know, Janice sees these women on Housewives, for example. They have a business, they make money doing this, they have 2 or 3 businesses, they have 3 kids, you know, they're running a household, running the show, running this, running that, like they're doing a bunch of things at once. But I told her, I was like, well, you don't understand, is it?
But I don't mean just them, like even your mom. I see all women, and I just feel like I'm not doing enough.
The thing is, Janice doesn't give herself enough credit. That's something that she never does. She will cook through the day, clean, take care of the dogs, take care of me if I'm not feeling well, do homework, do part of the vlog, and then at the end of the day be like, I haven't accomplished anything. And I'm like, bruh, I've only accomplished watching a bunch of Netflix. I don't know about you, you know what I mean? She doesn't give herself enough credit. And it's hard when someone feels that way, because no matter what you try to do, you try to accomplish as much as you can, you still feel like you're lacking or you're not efficient enough.
Because, guys, my doctors did tell me I haven't had a cycle, and that is a little bit alarming. And if we want a child, I need a cycle. So they I stuttered. They did tell me that I need to take it easy, relax a lot more. And it just drives me insane because I'm not even pregnant, and I feel like I have to already start taking on that relaxation, chill pregnant life. Not saying that all pregnancies are chill, but lessen my load kind of life. And I feel like I'm failing. There you go. Still feel like I'm failing. But Paul did talk to me, and he's like, you gotta cut something out. Like, honestly. And thankfully, we have finished on my math course. What? I don't know. I did talk to you guys about that. I couldn't pay for my book, so I had 2 weeks to finish this course before the trial ended. And we did it! But then I do have my next class starting later this summer. So that's something I am willing to... I say that now, but then I just thought I'm not willing to compromise. I know we did say not for me to take all classes, but maybe I could take like 1 or 2 online?
No. She doesn't know how to take a break.
I'm gonna wear them down on that one. I know, guys. I just feel like I'm not doing enough, but I'm trying. So, I hope that was good for you guys. We are here now at the office. We are here. Everybody has their mask on. Yeah, I got mine on too. Look at that. Paul's mom has theirs on. Why do I look, guys? Am I doing this right? There we go. The sun is strong and I'm not happy. So a lot had just happened between those takes. As you can see, we're in a different location now. We are at Paul's parents' house. Paul is gonna go to Lowe's, do what he has to do, pick up the materials, drop it off, come back here, and we're gonna have lunch. Paul's mom makes a great watch. Oh my gosh.
My dad refuses to let me do anything on my own.
He thinks Paul's still like 10 years old.
Yeah, even though I've done all the construction, he still refuses to let me do anything on my own. So we're gonna go to Home Depot, buy the supplies we have left. I have my little list, and we'll go from there.
Alright guys, now it's time for me to take it easy. This is my time to start relaxing a little bit more, even though I want to do stuff and work. Hey guys, as you guys can see, once again, I'm at a different location. I am at Paul's mom's house. I'm in the back here. I love it. This is my favorite spot. As you guys can see, there's a four-legged creature right there. She's coming out. She is terrified of me. She's not good at interacting with people or other dogs, so they have made her like so isolated. Look at baby. Hey. Yeah. I could literally have a treat for her. She would probably spit on me. Okay, so I don't think I finished what I was saying in the car, so let me try it right now. Many of you guys ask me, how's your port care, what's going on with that? Because of the insurance, I actually can't access as much. And now that I got a new diagnosis and we are trying to take the steps to have a kid, I actually have to do a lot more infusions, be on a lot more IV medications, and help me get past or push through these next 9 months. Should you even have a port if you're pregnant? I've had a lot of mixed advice from doctors. I've had one OBGYN, yeah, I don't know why I was like, is that OBGYN? Tell me she will not take me as a patient because I have a port. So that's when she recommended me to a high risk pregnancy doctor. And she told me vice versa. She's like, you need to keep that port in. You will keep that port in. And she said, if you want me to take you on, keep it. And she says it's best to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I think I said that right, hopefully. I do get my sayings mixed up. So I have actually been told pretty hardcore in the past, if I were to have a child, I need a port. Need it. And if I don't have one, then guess what? Later on, they actually said they would put in a PICC line or something, and I was just like, yep, I guess I'm keeping this port until I have my first child. Like I said, some doctors won't even accept me anymore if I don't have a port or won't treat me. So this is my first time. I don't ever ask for help. If some of you guys may have some supplies, hydration, port needles, whatever, we are more than happy to take it. I need it, and I definitely don't want to ask for help, because then I know, I'm prepared. I will get a lot of comments saying, oh, you're not truly sick. The insurance dropped you because you're not sick. You don't need it. No. I won't lie. The insurance screwed us even worse, that it's hard to get medical help because we just don't have the money to. We owe money to different companies, different insurance. Like I said, it's not just the home health company we owe money to. Other doctors' offices that it's hard to go back until I pay that. And then also my insurance, $1,000 or so, that if we wanted to kind of like get the same exact insurance that we had previously that cut us off, we had to pay all that back that we didn't pay for the insurance. It's so confusing, guys. You have no idea. We owe a lot of money. There you go. So you may be wondering, how have I survived? Some people in this community that I am close to that do live here, that do help me, like, hey, if you need some supplies, we kind of know your situation, and they've been amazing and gave it to me. But now it's getting to a point that my supplies are dwindling and I need to revamp. I need to get it back into play, you know, get back on my hydrations and stuff, but I just can't because of money. It doesn't mean since I have health issues that I have money. No. You guys see all this stuff that I have? Insurance is amazing. We had Jackie in the past to help us work around insurance to get things that we needed. Now I have to figure this out even more, and sometimes I feel like I wish Jackie was here, because she would have had a trick or told me something that I would have been like, thank you. So, you know, we have to live and learn. So guys, you have no idea, I got really real with this vlog, really updating you on what's going on, and don't worry, in the future you're gonna see me access a lot more. It's just you don't see me access as much because I really have to think about when's a good time to access and when is not a good time to access. And sometimes I actually access more often than not, depending on how I'm feeling. It's just sometimes accessing the pain. If I'm truly not feeling good, you're not gonna get a vlog out of it. You're not gonna see me. It is great to have goals, guys, but sometimes when it's a medical goal, it has to be realistic. And I remember the first time I got my port, you have no idea, guys. Within a month, I was ready to get it out. I was like, I'm done. I can't. This is a lot for me. And Jack even told me, you're not getting that out anytime soon. Your health is not there. And I still have doctors telling me my health is not there yet. And I got to listen to my medical team. And I have to be 100% sure before getting this out. So guys, even Paul and I go through a lot of struggles with insurance, money, and doctor's appointments, and it's not easy, but we keep pushing forward and pushing for answers and advocating and showing, hey, we will not be treated this way. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. So guys, as you guys see, she's still hiding from me. I am pretty tired. I've talked a lot. I can't even imagine how long this vlog's gonna be. So we are gonna sign off and take it easy for now. Let's see if she'll sign off with me. Tita, hey, hey. Okay, once I even look at her,